Let's take a look at the Browns' defense. So as it stands, the 53 men that are on the defensive side of the ball, and defensive ends, Garrett Clowney, Wright, Rochelle, Thomas, and Winovich. And the fact that Rochelle and Winovich both made the final 53, maybe a little bit of a surprise. The tackle room probably still needs some upgrading. You've got a couple of young guys in Togiai and Winfrey. And then on the safeties, both Richard LeCount and DeAnthony Bell make the 53-man roster. You got 5 really good corners that are listed there. But when you look at DeAnthony Bell, and this tweet is from Jack Duffin, DeAnthony Bell becomes the first ever undrafted rookie free agent to make the 53-man roster in the Andrew Berry era. So, and he, by all accounts, he deserved to. Showed up on special teams, was a factor as a guy that hits and plays really well.
Yeah, and it's a great story, anytime you have a UDFA, a guy that really nobody ever heard of, especially in that draft cycle, make the team. It's a great story, and it's great for DeAnthony Bell that he gets to make this 53-man roster. And you kind of hit it right on that special teams matters. It's clear, with Mike Prefer as part of the coaching staff, that special teams is a point of emphasis. I think Bell could be a really interesting player on those kick coverage teams that we saw against the Bears. Very nearly blocked a punt. I think that was kind of the moment where, to me, I kind of look at DeAnthony Bell. I'm like, it's going to be hard to keep him out the 53-man roster. Sure enough, he makes the team. And I think as much as you got to save space for, certain players, for those starter spots, those backup spots, you also got to think about special teams a little bit, because these backups are going to play a pretty important role in special teams. So to keep DeAnthony Bell on the roster tells you that they value that kick coverage unit, and then they want a guy who will be able to have the ability to go down there and try and make some key plays in that kick coverage game.